Part 4 of the first number of Art in Australia, 1916. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. John Shirlow by Lionel Lindsay. Illustrated by The Slum, Bullen Lane, and Prince's Bridge, Melbourne. Etchings. There is something Dutch about Melbourne. The river flats stretch to the bay in uninteresting and interminable vistas. Scarcely noticed the saltwater junctions with the Yarra. From the unbroken horizon, trees and buildings near at hand rise in characteristic nakedness, and, from almost any point of the compass, the dome of the exhibition dominates the distance like a mosque. There is nothing of romance or the picturesque in this landscape, but there is character, and of all the artists, great and small, that Melbourne has produced, I know of none that has penetrated this character so surely as John Shirlow. I believe that the fine Merians from the Seymour Hayden collection in the Melbourne National Gallery made Shirlow an etcher, just as surely as the great Frenchman was inspired by the brilliantly bitten plates of the Dutchman Zeeman. Even in his earliest efforts, Shirlow showed that he had mastered the theory of the bitten line, and in the simplified drawing and insistence upon character in many of these wharf-side subjects, he shows an insight into construction and a sense of the true direction of the line, which is always a pleasure to dwell upon. The enthusiasm that built his own printing press and engraved his rockers for mezzotint has never deserted him, and he is as full of the joy of the craft as when he started in 1895. There is nothing deft about Shirlow's draftsmanship. He never plunges upon a happy chance, trusting to luck for effect, and his good taste has preserved him from that meaningless, interminable play of the needle which gives the same quality to every object, and which, with an appearance of fluidity and cleverness, can deceive only the unenlightened. His work at its best is the result of careful and considerate selection, and among his finest plates I would place the little Prince's Bridge, the railway clock, St. Mary's, West Melbourne, Eastern Hill, the Bass Solo, and Tyneside Foundries. The last named has ever been a favourite of mine. Of late Shirlow has been interested in the newer Melbourne, and has made 2 fine etchings of the Fish Market Tower and the railway dome. His tendencies today are towards romantic effects and chiaroscuro, but it is to the etchings in his characteristic line that I turn with the greatest pleasure. They are so honest and straightforward, masculine statements, simple and sincere. In them he has exhibited his interests and his skill, and has left Melbourne his debtor for the record he has made of what has already passed, and what is so swiftly passing away. End of Part 4.